Goodbye, Cobras, and do not welcome yourself back to Let's Play Undertale. I am, or am not, TryclydeTamer. How many different variations on the intro is there going to be in this? This is episode 4 after a couple weeks of not recording this, because I got up to episode 8 in Twilight Princess HD, and a few failed takes of that as well. Had a quick failed take of this, but it was no big deal, just kind of stumbled on my words a little bit. Anyway, last time we killed Papyrus about right there, and in this episode, we continue along. I sound so cheerful about it. But you know, we're just leveling up with our love. And if you remember previously, we learned that love means level of violence, but that's nothing for now. Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome! She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. Haha. Don't worry, Monster Kid, I won't. It's strangely silent, because it wasn't close enough for comfort. 18 left is gonna go ahead and cut the crap and get us going that way. Oh, because there's no one around to scream or something. Anyway, yeah. We do want to be on the lookout for some equips, I believe, starting off immediately with behind the waterfall, unless it's just going to be a camera. Yeah, there's like a different waterfall where there's an item. I swore I saw something behind that rushing water. Oh yeah, I think I just need to walk into it. I forget how you do the things. Or maybe it's just on the upward and stuff. On the up and up camera over there, but then in here is the old tutu. I think it's old tutu. Yes, it is. The old tutu choo-choo. And it's weird because, well, that's not the bandage, but the bandage item that I believe I have in a box, like, it starts off as an equip, but once you take it off, it becomes a consumable item. Never really explained it that much, or even really mentioned it by name. Kills 43, gold 1307. Okay. Add me a little bit of money. No encounters quite yet, but it's probably going to change soon. Well, a different type of encounter that we know of. With the eerie music and the strategic lighting fixture. The half and half black and white. Moving along. High tension. Be ready for a fight. Even if she is not willing to fight. But how do we know it's a she? Because we know it's a she. Let's just, not act like we're unknowledgeable about stuff. Monster Kid? Yo! Did you see the way she was staring at you? That was awesome! I'm so jealous. She was just standing there waiting forever, and then you just... Come on! Let's go watch her beat up some bad guys. Yep. Plenty of bad guys around here. Me and you could be one. Yeah, especially me saying me. Because there are instances when you do say me and you, because it's a good thing for me and you, because you could also say it's a good thing for me and a good thing for you. You just put things together. And yep, here's where we notice that a lot of the puzzles don't really need to be completed anymore. And here we go, finally for some encounters. Aaron flexes in with its 12-pack whatever. Kaboom, yep, you have to do the multi-hit thing with the tough glove I think I have. Education, hobby, talent, got it. Not pronounce the H. Like they go so violent with pronouncing it as H, but they never even pronounce it in other words. I mean, yeah, maybe they do say herbs and spices in Xenoblade. But anyway, we are dodging these sweat bullets, haha. Because it's a bullet hell type of game. It's like I once saw it in an episode of Mario Maker that the Omega Flowey / Photoshop Flowey fight was a bullet hell type of thing. This whole game's kind of like that, just like an RPG mixture of stuff. Touhou, Earthbound, etc. Can't really put the bridge seats around to make the way to the abandoned key. Let me try for it. I think I can actually. Because you just need to connect a few. Connect 4 at that. Yeah, I'm gonna stumble to the level of doing puzzles. How crazy am I for that? Haha, I'm a pothead with the stuff on my head. It's kind of weird recording at 11 PM right now as it is. Even though I did try to do Twilight Princess HD like that at some point. There's a lone quiche sitting underneath this bench. Yeah, let's take it. No story about it, just wasn't ready for the responsibility. Well, I'll be responsible for eating it when the time is convenient, because I'm pretty sure it is a full heal. Let me just go ahead and check on that. Feels like I'm going a little bit slow. 34 HP. Pretty much a full heal at this point. I mean, yeah, 34 out of 52, that's, well, 17 divided 3 times into 51, but 18 goes into 54 3 times that. Sorry I'm being weird with the math stuff. I'm good on the fly or something. When my fly is down. Washua Joshua, Schwaffles Wop. You really have to just mash the Z button. Wash your hand, tweet. Oh, you're gonna be tweeting when I'm through with you. Like some sort of president or something. Okay, doing the mashing here. Oh well, saves me a little bit of time, because you were dead anyway. So, judging by things, I think it started with 13, so it might be 11 now? Unless it was like 18 and now 16. All the story that we could read, but we don't really need to concern ourselves with that quite yet. The only thing we're going to be concerning ourselves with is going on this raft into darkness, walking in place, because we just got to get ready to move along. And you know, this is quite the place of encounter right here, because here is Undyne with the music of stuff. And I remember reading some trivia that this is sampled from SNES games. Not sure specifically which ones, maybe... I can't really think of one, maybe Secret of Mana. Kind of feels like that. Haven't really played the game. A lot of people seem to really enjoy that, so I feel like maybe I would as well, because it's a game that also gives a weird spin on RPGs, which... What game really defines RPGs anyway, because they're all so different? Like, there's the turn-based stuff, and there's the real-time strategy stuff, even though RTS is a different strategy type of game. Pikmin, or StarCraft, whichever you prefer, or don't prefer. Whichever one is applicable to the situation. Ah, don't jab me. Just jab the monster kid. Wow. I just killed a kid. Gotta put the comedic horn sound effect. That's the one from, Price is Right, right? right? My game froze. Nope, it's just the monster kid waiting to appear. Yo, did you see that? Undyne just touched me! Oh, she touched you in one way or another. Never washing my face ever again. Man, are you unlucky. If you were standing just a little bit to the left. Yo, don't worry. I'm sure we'll see her again. You might want to wash yourself after being jabbed like that, but who am I to care? Just look at my blanket expression. It's like I have a mouth open, or it could be a really big nose and I have a non-existent mouth. She's been here so long, a magical crystal has grown around it, stuck to the table. Strangely silent. Will it say the squeak? Nope. Has to be so close it's deafening with the streams. Okay, it was 18, now 16 left. So I think once I get to a certain point, I might have to do a little bit of grinding. Actually, I do want to find the ballet shoes, which aren't too far from here. Not too far from home. What will I put away? I have a lot of monster candies on me, so I'll put that away. And the bandage, it really doesn't do too much, so I might go ahead and drop that. I don't need to have my scars with me. Get out here, give it a little pat. You won't be needed. Yeah, might as well keep a couple things around. Plus I have some equips to get rid of. I might as well get rid of the stuff here. Why am I saying might as well so much? I could drop that, and I could sell it at the Timmy Village, even though money's not really much of an issue on this type of run. Into this room. Is it the piano room? No, it's the weird one. Ancient list, 21 different flavors. It's the punch card box. I might do a little bit something with that once we get to the, I believe it's the ice cream guy that helps us out with that. Some sort of mechanic that makes things good. Odd looking telescope, I don't think you can look through the other one anyway. Just see the fart prank or whatever that Sans does to you. That way it would just be to the bird that flies you over a disproportionately small gap, which I don't know if it would appear in the genocide run because everyone's escaping. All these NPCs that we're not really seeing too much of, aside from other specific ones. Trying to get stuff. Pair of ballet shoes. Will you take it? Yes, I will. You got the ballet shoes. So let's do that. And check my stats. Yep, got a little bit more attack. I think the ballet shoes are like a 3-hit type of deal, like in a rhythm rather than just smashing. But we'll see that when we get into the battle. Can't afford to have all these lights on. Gotta be energy proficient with my power saver on this laptop. We'll need to get better about singling out the whirring of the laptop's roaches and stuff. Zirconium rotors. Not exactly being super fast, but who cares? He left us enough wine to last a lifetime. Mole small. Somehow, I doubt that. Is it a mole big? No, I guess not. Scorch. I think there's mole smalls and mole bigs around here. It burbles quietly. Bing, bing, bing. And I win. Yep. Measly XP and gold, execution points, and gosh, Olimar loves dying. or gosh, Olimar, Louis dying. Whatever comes to mind, I say. And hello, another encounter. People we've already seen, even though you're not people to me. You're just dead to me. Oh yeah, look at that. Accurate stuff. Ooh, I'm sweating. Smells like an underwater barnyard. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if I can take you out in one fell swoop. No? No need for a swimming suit. I guess you must have 100 HP, judging by the way your thing went. Sorry that I edited like a few seconds out, but I was expecting things to not be of interesting text boxes. Bring a little bit of levity to this stuff. No time for levity, that Zelda says. And this would be the room we see Onion Sand, but we are Sans Onion Sand, and also Sans at this point. Me making my very tired jokes. Maybe they're funny to you, though. I am wearing my Alpine hat this episode, for the first time in Undertale, I believe, which we've almost been doing this LP for a year now. It's coming up in August, years ahead. Shiren so shyly approaching. I see your reasoning for that, and we don't have to work on the other things separately, the different parts. Decapitation with ballet shoes, that would be pretty violent. Depending on how sharp you make them, maybe more like rollerblade stuff. I was trying to go. Wait, I think I know what to do. Yep, you just got beamed. That's all that I can afford to do around here. Again, you can play memory if you still want, and go in there and get some dog residue, which I'm pretty sure it still works in a genocide run, but there's no need for that. And yeah, dog residue, you use it, and it makes infinite stuff appear in your inventory, unless you wish to get rid of it all. And the rare chance of dog salad, which heals a little bit more and is effective for selling, but I still like the cloud glass strategy. Or, you know, doing a genocide run, just kill everything and everyone you see. I don't need an umbrella. Umbrella. Going through the rain on our lonesome time. Yo, you can't hold an umbrella either? If you're walking anyway, I guess I'll go with you, haha. I think it wouldn't let you get an umbrella in the genocide run anyway. Let's go. Making all these assumptions. Just going straight through, blasting through with my non-existent run button. But it's a slow burn if you ask me. Man, Undyne is so cool. She beats the bad guys and never loses. And doesn't afraid of anything. If I was a human, I would wet the bed every night. No she was gonna beat me up. Haha. Feels like this would be where we climb up. But nope, you're just walking alongside me. Like Earthbound partners, even though they're a little bit more fluid. And you're following a little bit closely, aren't you? That's a weird thing. So, one time, we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer, volunteered to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking. Yo, how cool would it be if Undyne came to school? She could beat up all the teachers. Yes, indeed. Okay. So I guess there kind of is a point to that, but I think that happened in the normal/pacifist run anyway. Maybe she wouldn't beat up the teachers. She's too cool to ever hurt an innocent person. Yep. I think that can only be assumed. Looming in the distance is the castle of Asgore. Are you going to talk to me here? No, you're not. You're just going to enjoy the stuff over there, waiting for me to catch up while I take in the scenery. It's a very wonderful screen for as little time as you really need to spend there. Just a nice transition, even though we're still in Waterfall here. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. Yo, you want to see Undyne, right? Climb on my shoulders. No need for that. I'll just grab an umbrella over here. You took an umbrella. I can do unspeakable things with this umbrella. Not quite a broom. I'm not going to be able to climb with an umbrella, so let's put it away. I think Etika's rubbing off on me by putting the odd inflection on that word. Inflection! I don't know. Ow! Yo, try being a little bit less rough next time or whatever. Anyway, I'll look for another way through. Later. Yep, Monster Kid also has an ambiguous gender, and with the striped shirt as well. Not quite as noticeable being all yellow and stuff, even though I'm pretty much yellow myself. The humans, afraid of war power, declared war on us. 11 left. Waterfall. Bridge is where we save at. We know what's gonna be happening around here, or some things also around. Okay, I'm just being obnoxious. Yes, this is where potholes suddenly appear, and only my front is all blocked and stuff. Nope, it's spears of quite justicious stuff. Let's see if I can get through without dodging, or with dodging everything to a T. A Mr. T at that. But who cares if I do run into stuff? Just gotta remember the patterns of stuff, wait for things to disappear, stop and go. Station is a level in Donkey Kong Country, the original game. SNES Classic, got pulled off of Walmart because they messed up, man. That's the wrong way right there. Okay, we just continue along this path until we get somewhere of import. Deal with the stuff, and that went right to me. I thought I was gonna do stuff without dodging. Well, I am doing stuff without dodging. As bad as I'm playing. Okay, let's actually try here, even though it's no big deal. You can always save to heal up or use your multitude of items, or not have to worry too much about losing HP because it's no big deal if you ask me. Like that Katy Perry song. It is Katy Perry song, right? I think it is, yeah. And we've reached the end of our road once we go a little bit further from here. Come on, be skillful, and the music slowly fades away, and we must keep returning back to the point. I don't think we need to walk all the way to the end of the bridge. If you were to cut corners a little bit, I've been kind of following a speedrun just to know what to expect for collectibles. I don't really want to practice because it's not exactly possible playing on laptop, which I used for practice previously. And according to things that have happened previously, this happened previously. I don't know why I'm saying that so much. It's not the same path of dodging in the past room. It sounds like it came from over here. Oh! You've fallen down, haven't you? Are you okay? Here, get up. Justin, huh? That's a nice name. My name is... We know a little bit about the story that was going on there, but let's not delve too much into it. If you want to know, watch the more pacifist run, which, this being episode 29 now, I would assume that you've seen the things previously. At least up to episode 25, well, those few episodes before that. Previously, and the Goron in the middle with the little fluffy hair. Whatever the one you follow around in Breath of the Wild is, not Daruk, but the Descendant. Sorry, that's kind of spoilery. That's a broken Metaton. That's just garbage to me. 11 left. About 19 minutes in. Say a minute's being cut out of stuff. Bell's garbage. Bicycle. Not an item though. Hornways is a hunk of despair. Doesn't sound very desperate if you ask me. Beat up desktop computer. I bet it's quad core and I don't even need it, because I got that hex core thing, even though I am factually using it. FX8320, not 8350. It's an 8-core, 83 something. Pretty sure it's 8320. Thought it was like 3.5 gigs, but it's 4.0 without overclocking, so I don't really try to overclock it, even though it would probably help sometimes for rendering, even though it's kind of more based on my GTX 1060. Computer lingo. Grab that astronaut stuff. I think I have like another tough glove in there, so let's go ahead and get rid of you. I don't need your tough glove. I'm just gonna dance all over my foes. Desperate claw marks cover the edges. Seems like a regular training dummy. Do you want to beat it up? Of course I do. You punch the dummy at full force. Feels good. Let us continue now that we're done with that. But I don't think that's done with we or something. Seems some mad dummy strikes back. Fool! You think you can hurt me? I am a ghost that lives inside a dummy. My cousin used to live inside a dummy too, until you came along. Not only did your actions cause them to leave their home, but now all of their neighbors are gone too. Despicable, despicable, despicable! You're the worst person I've ever met. I've never been more mad. Ugh, my mannequin levels are going off the charts. So kawaii? Question mark? This feeling? Eureka! 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 Human! That moment of unbridled emotion. It allowed me to finally fuse with my body. I don't know if I'm going with Italian or Greek. Probably Greek, because that's a Greek phrase, Eureka is. I'm not really trying, though. I'm just doing the Italian hand gestures. I'm fully corporeal now. My lifelong dream realized. In return, I guess I won't stomp you. How's that sound? I'm just going kind of whatever. I guess Russian. I couldn't even think of the Russian damage language. But we must do damage to this glad dummy. And I'm not sorry about it. With your 88 HP, more like 80 HDP or something. Moving along from you. Now it's after calm music here. 10 left, because of just that one random encounter, which, did the mad dummy count there? I don't know. We're coming up on 22 minutes. Let me just check around this area before moving too far along. Knocka knocka. Doesn't seem like anyone's home. Can I knock over here? Can I knock these fish bones? Put it to further death? Nah, seems dead enough to me. Even though nothing's ever dead enough. Thought we couldn't go in there. And the music's still just as pathetic as usual in this house. A pathetic house at that. But yeah, no surprises here. Wasn't really synchronizing up, although I'm stuttering so much I don't know. But yeah, no surprises. It's a weird version of the Muppet fight song, Spider Dance as it's called. Did I mention that previously? And plus the fight with Napstablook that you would have normally is the same as the Mad Dummy theme, which is pretty noticeable just with the Mad Dummy theme. Having a little bit more stuff. Ghost fight as it's called. Just different angry sounding stuff. Let's just check around a little bit. We do have Gerson's shop and this Chestitude thing. Chestitude. Man, it almost feels even more serene the way it is here, with as slow as it is. Again, with the whole lucid dreaming binaural beats stuff. Gerson's still around. Wahaha! So you came here, what a treat. Let's talk about your fate. Long ago, Asgore and I agreed that escaping would be pointless, since once we left, humans would just kill us. I felt a little betrayed when he eventually changed his mind, but now, I think, maybe he was right too. Cause after all, even though we never escaped, a human's killing us anyway, ain't that right? Threat. I've lived too long to be afraid of something like you. Try it, kiddo. I know you can't hear. Wah! Knowledge like that is the only reason I've survived so long. Let's do some fighting. Fight you? Nah, I'm not a hero. Never was. And besides, these old bones aren't fit for fighting anywho. One attack from you, and then well, at least by talking to you, I've bought enough time for some of them to escape. Oh man. Quite the hero you are. I'm not a hero, but I know there's someone out there. Someone who will never give up trying to do the right thing, no matter what. There's no prophecy or legend about anyone like that. It's just something I know is true. That someone like that will strike you down. Alright, quite the interesting talk, with him being the only shopkeeper really around at this point. So he still buys stuff normally. I'm just gonna buy the torn notebook just to show it off for battles, and this right here, it puts me at a deficit of defense, but makes you invincible longer, which could be helpful for upcoming fights that could go difficultly. So I'll just keep it around. Here we are. Might actually have to throw some stuff away. Good riddance, he says. But I have so many healing items. Do I really need all these monster candies though? Yes I do. I could put that manly bandana in the trash, or just put it on the ground. So I will grab this manly bandana and be like, bye-bye. Bandana being spelled with 2 N's like a banana. I'm kind of going overtime of what I'd like to do. It's like an 18 to 25 minute range compared to TPHD, which is 25 to 30. TPHD to pud, Wind Waker HD would. Breath of the Wild bot whoop. Anyway, kind of just sitting on the screen, torn notebook. I'm not going to equip it quite yet because I just want to fight enemies along the way to where we're going to end up in Waterfall, where we'll be going next time on Let's Play Undertale. And of course, we gotta work on the normal encounters before moving too far. Until next time, please toast yourself, and do not stay determined.